guys, welcome back to another video, and as the title suggests, today we're going to be finding out exactly if bodybuilding is healthy or unhealthy, and just how unhealthy it is. If you did not know, I just recently did my second ever natural bodybuilding show here in Dubai. 1 week ago that was. Before I started my prep, when I was at my heaviest body weight, so technically my unhealthiest body weight as well, I did my blood test. So what I wanted to do was also do another blood test around near to the show day, and then compare the results to see the difference, to see what happens to the body. So just before I get into the actual blood test, I have it here on my phone. I'm using it's called Velo anyway. There's a service in Dubai. They come to your house and they take the blood test, and you get all the stuff on here. But before we get into that, just want to give you a little bit of context into my situation at the time. So the first blood test that I did, I was 205 pounds body weight. And then when I did my second blood test, I was 160 pounds, around 160 pounds. So 45 pounds loss, weight loss. And when I was at my heaviest, when I did that blood test, I would say I would drink alcohol maybe 2 times per week, but when I would drink to excessiveness, like a lot of alcohol. Also, I was having like a cheat meal. So I had around about a 2-year off season in between my first ever show, and I would have a cheat meal every single day. Like, I'm not even joking. Say I was eating 5 meals per day. 4 of the meals would be, let's say, like unplanned meals, which they would be nutritious meals like chicken, rice, whatever, oats, whey protein. And then I'd get to the end of the day, and every single day I would order a takeaway from the Careem app. So it would be anything from pizza, burger, curries, like Chinese, like whatever it was, yeah, it would be a cheat meal. So it was pretty unhealthy, and obviously that's how I got to my heaviest body weight. But I did it for a purpose, because I wanted to gain a lot of weight. I wanted to, like when you're training in the gym and you want to get stronger, you want to build more muscle, weight moves weight. So I wanted to get as strong as I possibly could, lift as much weight as I could, have a limited supply of recovery, let's say. And as a natural bodybuilder, it's tough. We're not naturally strong, so that's what I need to do. Gained a lot of weight, and I was pushing weight in the gym that I've never lifted before. So granted, I probably went a little bit too fat. I'll put some clips on the screen now of the transformation from then till my show day recently. But yeah, we needed to do that in order to, let's say, build muscle. Probably could have stopped a little bit shy of that, but that's hindsight, you know. It's a wonderful thing. But yeah, anyway, then fast forward then to the next blood test, which I believe was around 1 or 2 weeks out from my show. So I was pretty much, it's not going to change much around that time. And then so when I started the prep, so when I did the blood test, started the prep, initially it was a 20-week prep. The first few weeks, like 4 or 5 weeks, wasn't as strict. I was having the odd cheat meal and stuff, but then around that 15-week mark out from the show, I really just went on against everything. So there was no cheat meals, 0 cheat meals, no alcohol whatsoever. Haven't touched alcohol. Even smoking, I probably smoked less. I only smoked like the shisha out here in Dubai, but I probably even smoked less. I think I smoked like maybe 1 time while I was on prep. So yeah, cut out all that shit, and then I was also doing cardio every single day, which I wasn't doing in the off season. So cardio 45 minutes, 10k steps every day minimum, and then obviously the weight training as well on top of that. So yeah, enough rambling from me, guys. Anyway, let's get into the blood test. So the first blood test was the 10th of March. And then the second blood test, I believe that's 6 months, was the 1st of September, 10 days out from my show. So if we click on this, they obviously give you a reading here. I will say that I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to looking at blood work, but I'm just going to go through it anyway. If there is anyone watching that is interested by this or knows a bit more than me about certain blood markers and stuff, but I do find it quite interesting how you can compare the results, which we'll go on to now. So yeah, let's kick it off with liver profile. So what I'll do, I'll click on every single thing and just show you what has changed. So AG ratio, we click on that and see, then it can show you what it was like before versus what it's like now. So that's actually gone worse, let's say, since the test. This next thing. So I think I'll just go through everything, guys, and you can just check it all out, and then we'll just have a discussion about it at the end, as I don't want to keep talking about everything at the beginning, as there's a lot of stuff here as well. So now we're on to the blood count. So if we go up to the top here, I'm going to check the blood count now. The reason I'm doing this is more for if there is anyone watching that is a doctor or something and that is switched on in regards to blood work, then they would be able to help me out with my blood work. So hopefully there is someone that is watching this. But obviously the main thing that we want to look at is obviously going to be the testosterone. And I think that's the thing that most people probably clicked on this video to see the testosterone. But there's not a lot of difference between everything, to be honest. Like, I was expecting better from it, but it is what it is. Most things are in the range, in the normal range. And this is obviously the kidney profile that we just looked at then, and the reason that it might be slightly bad is because I'm eating an excessive amount of protein and obviously a high amount of water intake every single day, so that could be the reason for that. So now we're on to the iron profile. As you can see, guys, as well, there's a lot of stuff here that is that they are testing for. So it's a very good in-depth analysis of your blood work, which is what you want and expect when getting blood work done. So yeah, now we're on to the good stuff, which is the male hormone. So we got the FAI, then we got the SHGB, and then we got the total testosterone. So as you can see here, the first time I got tested was 5.68, which is pretty much bang in the middle, and it's actually dropped down to 3.64, so it's nearly halved the amount, and it's close to being on the borderline of bad. So yeah, that's the testosterone. Obviously expected when in a dieting phase, especially as a natural bodybuilder, as yeah, the body doesn't want to produce testosterone because you need the energy for other things and stuff like that. So now we're on this one. Hope this is coming across good. Now we're on the blood sugar profile. So here we have this. Then we got the cholesterol profile, which actually improved quite a lot from many different things, which was good. It's what I expected. Probably expected a little bit more though, especially in the LDL here. Didn't improve massive amounts. But overall, the blood work is pretty decent, I think. HDL, triglycerides, pretty much the same. And then we're on to vitamins lastly, guys, and minerals. So the magnesium is there. The B12 again is high. The reason behind that is, and it was higher than the last time as well, is because I take a ZMA supplement before bed that helps me go to sleep, and it has B12 in it, so I'm taking a lot of B12, and that's the reason for that. My vitamin D is not great actually, which is, I also take a vitamin D supplement even though I live in Dubai, just because I don't go out in the sun that much. And there we have it, guys. That is the full results there. So just going to switch that off now, just talk to you a bit about the blood work, and then that'll be it. So yeah, like I said, I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to blood work. However, the main thing that I wanted to test for was the testosterone, and it's pretty much half, close to half the amount. It's expected. Extreme deficit diet, it's going to drop down, and I'm sure if I increase my calories back up, increase my body weight, my body fat, that it would rise back to normal levels. The cholesterol profile and stuff like the cholesterol was improved, but it wasn't massive amounts, which I was expecting a little bit more. And overall, is bodybuilding healthy, guys? Probably not. Like, for the average person that's just staying around 15% body fat, they just want to get in shape, like, then bodybuilding is healthy. But if we're going to the extremes, like I needed to go to the extreme in my off season to gain the weight, to be able to be stronger in the gym, and then hopefully build more muscle, probably push the body fat a bit too high. Obviously drinking alcohol is not good. And then as we get down to like the super low levels of body fat in the opposite direction, it's also still not healthy, guys. It's not something that I would suggest for most people. Most of my clients, I've worked with many different clients, and they're all lifestyle clients, you know. So for them, they don't need to go to the extreme levels of this. I mean, one thing they did say that I'm dehydrated, and obviously that's because close to the show we're drinking 7-8 liters of water at some point, and that's not good for the kidneys, and it puts your body into flushing mode. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put the body into flushing mode, but it's obviously not healthy, the excess amount of water that is. But yeah, I just don't think like bodybuilding is healthy when you're talking about competition prep. But if I could have stopped maybe at like, let's say I got to 30% body fat in my off season, down to around that 15%, maybe a little bit lower, it depends on the individual, but around that 15% for guys, 20% for girls is a good range to be at, and it's a healthy range to be at, both physically and mentally. Like, the mental side of bodybuilding is something that really affects you, and it's something that I'm actually struggling with myself now post-show. The constant just body dysmorphia, I guess. I don't have body dysmorphia, but I'm scared to eat calories, and then when I do finally eat calories, I go crazy with the cardio, and then the next day that I drop calories completely low. So it's like a mind, it messes your mind up, like you don't want to gain body fat sort of thing when you've got to good level condition. But I'm actually planning my next show, which is going to be in 9 weeks time, so that's another thing again which I'm going to have to overcome now, and I'm actually going to have a little bit of a break with the diet, which is what I've been doing, but not going too crazy. And then we got 9 weeks out for the next show. But yeah, the mental side of everything is not great, and yeah, I just don't think it's healthy. But let me know what you think about my blood work anyway. I hope this video's come across well, and yeah, subscribe to the channel for more content. I'm just about to edit and film the show day video, so look out for that one. I'm going to be posting a full video of the show day. And yeah, I'll leave the video here, guys, because I don't want to ramble on. Like I said, I'm not that knowledgeable. So yeah, there's my blood work.